Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to make this special Ghana bean stew with fried plantain. Don't go away and stay tuned till the end. I have my beans that I washed already and I'm adding some water into it. I'll set it aside and I'll go ahead and prepare my plantain for frying. So with the plantain, I'll start by peeling it before I divide each into two. With this plantain, I bought everything for 20 Ghana cedis at the Tamale market. And with my beans, I couldn't buy it from the market due to the loads that I was carrying. So as I was on the way going home, I met somebody that was selling it. She tied it 2 Ghana cedis, just smaller ones. So I bought 2, that is 4 Ghana cedis. And we are going to use everything. So what do you miss about Ghana? If you've ever been to Ghana before, this is one of our popular dishes. And I bet you the whole of Africa, ours is so unique with the way we make it. Please, if you are new to Nana's Meals, please don't forget to subscribe. And please hit on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So now I have cut all my plantain and I've just added some salt into this water that I'm stirring. And I'll just pour it gently into my plantain. I just want the salt to be all over. So I'll cover it and allow it to rest or sit for 5 minutes before I go ahead to fry them. My beans is still soaked in the water as I'm preparing this plantain. I want to start everything at the same time. That is the cooking of the beans and the frying of the plantain. But you can choose to do it by starting with your beans. Then when you are done with cutting of your plantain, then you can start that one too. So this is my saucepan that I'll be using to fry my plantain. And I'm going to use palm oil. That is the red oil. But if you have any other vegetable oil, you can use it for frying. But I just love to use palm oil to fry my plantain. So I'll be monitoring when the oil is a little bit hot. I'll gently scoop my plantain into it. So I have added everything into my saucepan. But I'll be using my fork to flip it over so that everything fries completely the same way and no part gets burnt. So you can see my beans is also cooking as I'm frying the plantain. Yes, today we are just eating a very good meal. And I would love to see your comments in the comment section. And I just know you also tried. So I have my garlic, onion, green bell pepper, my habanero pepper, my green chili pepper, and some tomatoes here. And I'll be cutting each into the sizes I want. So I'm just making this to set it aside so that after frying the plantain, I'll use that same oil to make my stew, so that I'll add it, or I'll rather add the beans into my stew. Depending on whichever way you want it, you can also do it the way you like it. I remember our senior high school time, whenever they served black eye beans, some people used to say they don't like it, but when others go to the dining hall to bring it, in fact, they will help you to finish it. but they felt like if you were going for it, you were poor or there was nothing you could do. But when you go for it and come to the dormitory, in fact, they will help you to finish it. I still remember all these things. But it is good for us. It's good. Proteins are good for our system. And beans has high source of protein. So when you take it, it's good for you. But some people do complain of heartburns and bloatness when they eat it. So if you know you are amongst people who react to black eye beans, please, it's either you do away with it or you reduce the way you consume it. But generally, this is a very good meal for all ages except children or infants who haven't started eating. So my plantain is fried to the texture that I want it to be like. So I'm just removing it onto this kitchen paper so that it will absorb the oil from the plantain. My plantain is beautifully fried, as you can see. So I'm just going to set that one aside. Then remember my diced onions, tomatoes, and the rest. I will just add it into this oil to make my nice and delicious stew for my beans. Oh, I have to be careful here. The oil is very hot. So I was extra careful by just staying a distance from it. So after adding, I'll just cover it and allow it to just cook for 5 to 10 minutes before I add in any other ingredient. So I'm adding my stock cube, and I'll also add some fish powder and my salt. So with this one, I'm not just going to add any spice or any all-purpose seasoning or other natural herbs. That is why I was telling you that with this method, in fact, it's just so delicious. So I'm adding some little amount of tomato paste to it too, and I'll just stir it well so that it mixes completely. So with this simple stew, it's just awesome, very nice, delicious, no extra addition of spices, and it's just great. So I'll just let it fry for some few minutes, then I'll check on my beans to see how well it has cooked before I'll add it into my stew. So I'll use my hand to feel it. It's soft now. I'll use my ladle here to scoop almost all into my frying stew. Wow, so nice. So at this point, after mixing it together, I'll cover it and allow it to boil again so that the beans will absorb the stew very well. Now it is time and ready for me to serve it. Wow. Can you resist this? I don't think you can. It's just nice. nice and nice. So my lovely people, I hope you also try to make this same thing without adding these spices that I spoke about, and your children, your family, your friends, everybody will like it. It's a very good dish and it's so attractive too. So I'm now serving it with my plantain here. Wow. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for always watching. Have a wonderful time with your family and friends, and see you next time on this channel. Bye.